Greetings, traveler.
But for the past 8 attempts, I didn't get any hunters offered.
Oh wow.
So I even ended up retiring 2 drafts, and then I said, just fuck it. We'll just go with Warlock.
All right. Well, it's up to you, of course. Have you seen the latest patch on the Warlock nerf or not?
No.
Okay. Well, Warlock's nerfed. It's not. It did not get slaughtered. So not like Rogue. Rogue got. So if you want like a quick update, there's a meta video I put out in my chat. You can use !! meta and then you'll see it. But the short version is that the hunter, priest, and shaman were untouched. Rogue and warlock were nerfed, and the rest got buffed. So that's changed the best class according to HS Replay, the highest winning class, to hunter. Warlock is still in the second spot, so it did not get destroyed. But Rogue is number 8 right now, so it's actually.
Yeah, I saw that, but
Okay.
I didn't think that, or I didn't conclude that Warlock got nerfed so hard from the stats on HS replays.
Well, it went from like, what was it, 55 or something to 51, so that doesn't usually just happen. That means
Okay.
there's some adjustments. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say either warlock or mage is fine. I have a pretty decent idea what I want to do with either of those, and I think they're both quite strong. So if you prefer warlock, we can do that, no problem. If you say, well, I'd like to try mage, because right now on HS replay they're 0.4% apart in win rate.
Well, then let's go for Mage.
Okay.
I just watched you play Warlock, so.
Yeah, that deck was a little bit too light. It's a game then if you're running out of stuff. All right, let's dive right in. Have you played any mage? Let's start with that.
Not in the last meta, so I did play Mage when it came out. So so I do know the cards, but I mean, Nerubian Prophet has some 6 synergy with Conjurer's Calling, right?
Yep.
So I don't know. Is it worth picking Prophet over Raven here?
Well, I think Prophet's just better than Raven to begin with. Raven's not unpickable, but you shouldn't pick it super highly. So yeah, for me, it's an easy Prophet because it's very low risk, very high reward. So those are the kind of picks we want.
How many 2-drops and 1-drops do you want in Mage?
That's entirely dependent on the deck I'm getting. If I get lots of AoE, you scale down the amount of 2s you pick, for instance, right? That happens quite often.
Okay. Twisted Worgen?
I can't tell you that Ghoul is better, but I can tell you that right now, I really, really, really love stuff like Flamecaller. So I would probably try out the Ghoul and see how I feel about it when I'm playing it. Just because there's Scribe, which spawns all the 1/1s, and in general, being able to deal with one like a spread with the lackeys and stuff. So I'd pick the Ghoul and see how it goes.
Okay.
Probably. Pixie is very, very good as well, just spider tanks in general. I really like picking spider tanks, but especially because we might get Conjurers, Soldier of Fortune tends to stay alive, right? So yeah, I think I pick the Soldier as well. I think you rate it higher than a lot of people, which is good. It's a good card. It's a very strong card.
I used to hate it when it came out, and that's one thing I remembered from our last coaching session. So I've been playing with it much more often, and I've gotten decent results with Soldier of Fortune. So
Yep.
yeah. Conjurer's Calling over Flamestrike?
For me, it'd be the Fireball over Flamestrike, but it'd be Conjures over Fireball. I really like I like the small AoE more than the big AoE. So I like the Fireballs and then Arcane Explosion, Flame Caller, etc. But we pick Calling here for sure. Yeah. Card is super broken.
Spider Tank?
Yep, Spider Tank.
Moving upside.
So yeah, the amount of 2s, as I said, it's gonna depend on, do we get those AoE cards? Are we gonna need it or not? So in Mage, it's very hard to put a staple number on it.
I think personally I would go with the Apothecary here over the Crow.
For me, it'd be Villain over Crow, just because it's a 6 health minion and like it sucks, but all the cards here are bad, right? So it's like, I don't know. I haven't been disappointed yet, but because usually my picks in my pick in these packs is the Villain, just because it's a 3/6 and it tends to do a lot better. But yeah, it could be that Apothecary is better, but for my drafting style, I just picked a 3/6 here.
Okay.
It's once again a higher health minion, so more chance we get to conjure it.
Big time Racketeer, go for the turn 9 meme play.
Yeah, or even just play it, and if they don't deal with the 1/1, they lose, right? So I like big time here as well. There's a lot of these minions that are just stupid when you compare them with calling.
Probably Blowgill.
I think in a lot of classes it would be Blowgill. I think in Mage, I don't think I care enough about being able to ping twice a turn. I think I just picked the Portal over Fiend. The card is pickable.
My thinking was that I don't want to jam us up on 6 mana cards, right? And
it depends a bit how the deck's gonna look, right? Because we could have a deck that has 5-6 mana cards, and that's fine.
Okay.
So like Mage is pretty flexible right now. You just go with the draft and you see what you get offered, what kind of a deck you make.
Okay. Cool. Polymorph.
Probably. Just quickly gonna check my Mage drafts from before. I remember picking a Poly, and let's see how it did. I think it went quite well. Yeah, Poly is fine for me. Just gonna hope we get small AoEs.
Well, I'm actually looking at Ray of Frost, but I wouldn't mind picking a second Soldier of Fortune either.
I think both of these are sort of at the high end of their bucket, meaning they're probably under bucketed. So I think that Ray of Frost is a good card, but I think Soldier of Fortune is just a bit too strong. So that's kind of the deal here, that it would be the Ray for me if we didn't hit an under bucketed card. So I'd pick the Soldier. I really like just jamming strong 4 mana cards in Mage. Just feels pretty good. Would not be bad. You could do some cheeky play where you cheat the Bruiser out for low mana and then trade with it and conjure it, etc., etc. I also think that I might like the Taunt more, and we don't know whether we're going to be a heal bot kind of deck yet, right? We don't know if we're going to be that slow, because right now there's no indication. Like, we might be leaning there a little bit more, but there's no indication we're going to be super slow. So I think I'd rather pick the Bruiser.
Okay.
It's a lot less punishing if we're going to be a faster deck.
So here normally I would pick the Raven, but you've been telling me that the Raven is not that good.
It's fine, right? It's just not premium. Lots of people pick it, be like, oh my god, you can get like Caligos and shit. It's so overpowered. You have to pick it every time. And for me, Raven's more like a nice plus when I have the things that I already want. So I think here I'm okay with a nice plus, because I'm not, you know, Bach could be okay. Sorcerer's Apprentice is fine, right? But those aren't, it's not the same as picking that Nerubian Prophet, which is insane if it pops off with Calling. So I think here this is a Raven pack and it's fine. But usually, you know, you want maybe 1 or 2 of these. You don't want to spam a deck full of these, because then, you know, you're just going to play them and you're going to get run off the board and die.
Yeah. Squire?
Yep, Squire. Because the way I'm feeling the deck is going right now, we picked up that Raven, we do have some good mid-range stuff. This could be a Proud Defender deck where we just play taunts and slow our opponent down and then eventually get a like we might even pick up a second Conjurer's Calling at some point. So let me have a look at how high because I do know that sometimes I underrate card draw. Usually not too high on card draw. So it's at 52 Spectres, which is not bad. Yeah, the other 2 are quite a bit lower. So for me, this would be a bit more of an experimental book. So I'm fine with either. I know Proud Defender works, but I really wouldn't mind trying book, because it's going to be, you know, it's at least going to be decent.
Well, we don't have many spells, right? We only have 2 spells so far.
We are gonna want to pick some though, right? That doesn't mean that it's a bad... Like, honestly, I'm not even looking at the amount of spells for book, right? That's not how I rate whether book is gonna be good or not. For me, I rate book based on how much do I like the card draw, right? Isn't 52 standard, not arena? Oh, yeah, let me actually look. That's a very good call. Yeah, they're both significantly higher in arena. Book is still higher though. Actually, I know how to play with the defender. Let's pick the defender. That's fine. We'll make it work. Because this feels like a proud defender kind of deck, and then I can explain why.
I would go with the corrupted heal bot.
God, I hate healing my opponent. I feel like it closes out the aggressive line, right? The moment you play heal bot, it's almost impossible to be aggressive because you're healing them for almost a third of their life total. I think I just picked the Taran. I'm really, really low on effects that heal my opponent.
Okay. Traveling healer?
Yep, traveling healer. Probably. The deck has changed a bit since we had the last pick, right? So we can see. But I think Fireball is still correct, yeah.
Oh, we have one polymorph and...
Well, we have no small AoEs by now, right? So that is sort of a concern, but I think Fireball is still correct.
We have the Ghoul. Abusive Sergeant?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Haunted Creeper?
Yep. Yeah, we're quite low on that AoE, so picking up a couple 2s is not a bad idea. So I'm not too high on 3 2s right now because of the Piggy, the Steed. We might still pick it in the end. So on 4 we have Double Fortune, Proud Defender, Healer, Infestatar, not actually a 4. Yeah, Ooze is fine.
Cinderstorm? Sort of AoE?
Like really, really bad and expensive AoE though. I'm looking at the other 2. I'm seeing which one we would like more. I think we'd like the swords, right? With our amount of 3s right now. We have Jeweler and that's kind of it. So I think we need the swords more.
You're probably gonna say Creeper.
I'm definitely considering Messenger Raven. I'm not considering Apprentice.
Yeah, for me it would be Raven over Creeper.
The thing is, the Creeper is such a better card than the Raven, but I could see that wanting a little bit more stuff is fine. I think I'd still go Creeper though. It's just such... the quality difference is so big.
Potion?
Yeah, Potion.
It's probably a Sewer Ooze, right? It's not a duplicate.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Need a couple good hits here. See, I'm not a Silverhand Knight fan, I don't know. People love that card, but I think Hosen Healer has so much more potential. We have double Soldier of Fortune, so healing that back up to 6 or hitting our Racketeer or whatnot.
Okay, I can live with that. It's probably a Flamecaller.
Slam Dunk, yep.
Can we get away with picking Pyro?
You just want more Flamecaller. My card's so good right now. But we do have some, yeah. We do want something at the end there, but I'd still pick Flamecaller. It's just so many boards where, like, every time they play a Scribe, right? Just imagine, every time they play a Scribe and you have this in your hand, you feel like you counter them. How often do you see Scribe, right? Everybody auto-picks it, so it's so... because it's like they...
I'm just getting the feeling that our deck is too light here, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, this is why we picked that Portal Over Fiend, right? Where it was okay with it. This is why we have that Villain. So it is light-ish, I will agree on it. But we do have a Conjurer's Calling. We do have 2 6-drops. But yeah, I think that Stormwind... I think a couple of mistakes were made with that Stormwind Champion. That's mainly what I'm looking at. That's all right. We can, you know, we can maybe even redraft if you like. I think you'd be surprised at how much this deck can still do, though. I like how we didn't talk about that.
Oh crap! Yeah.
No. I want it. No. I want it. I think it was pretty obvious. I think it was actually really obvious, so it's good. It's good that we went there.
You know, I was so preoccupied with wanting to tell you that no, we're not going to redraft.
No, yeah, that's the thing. I think that a lot of people will look at this deck and be like, "How do you ever win?" And then you'd be like, "Well, just watch Mage being Mage, man. Being able to ping things, being able to AoE things, having a Fireball, having 2 Soldiers of Fortune, randomly winning off a Conjurer's Calling." I'm not gonna say the deck. I'm
Having
not.
a faceless summoner.
Yeah, Summoner is great. Summoner is like the perfect card for us. So I'm not saying that this deck is tippy top, right? Like in no way we lose or this or that.
Okay.
I think I'd keep Proud Defender as well in this deck because your 4s are 2 Soldiers, Proud Defender, and 1 or 2 more things, right? But one of them is a Torrent, so I don't want that. So I think this is okay. Yeah. And you can stop sharing, by the way.
Job's done.
It might be, yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Just click the Mage deck on the tracker that we have right now to select it and then export. I don't know why it wasn't auto selected. Should be.
My deck tracker isn't active either. Huh. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to restart it after this game. So Haunted Creeper here.
Job's done.
So if you go to the tracker, what happens?
It shows my last Warlock back here.
But you don't have the Mage we just drafted?
No.
Alright, you can Squire ping. Alright, well just turn the tracker off and then on again. You don't have to reboot Hearthstone for that. Alright, well fine, we'll finish this game first. So you don't have to do 2 things. We could have oozed, right? But I don't think it's worth it. Because he just trades the 2-1. Albaliava, thank you for the 17. Welcome back.
So we play Defender here.
Mm-hmm.
Run! I will hold them off.
Yep.
And 1/1 goes face.
Yeah, because he can pre-trade, but you can go back in, so that's fine. So it's like, it's basically the same. Only you deal 1 less face, so it's not absurd.
Dance with me.
Okay.
I think the Defender kills the 2/2, and then we heal up the Defender and we push 1 face.
Yep, I like it. I will say that there's 2 picks that we can sort of look at, right? It's that Raven Creeper and the Stormwind. I'm not sure at the time whether it's still correct to pick the Raven or the Creeper, but I think in full hindsight, you prefer the Raven there. But we got tons of AoE in the end, so that made the Creeper less of a priority. Had we not gotten that AoE, I think I would have been okay with the Creeper. I mean, I'm still okay with Creeper, but the Raven gets a lot better if you have a lot of AoE already, because then you're not scared to get run over. Are you trying to save the Racketeer for Conjurer's Call?
Yeah.
I don't think we should base our entire strategy off that. I think I'd develop the superior stats here. Just play Racketeer, hit him in the face.
Okay. And the 3/2 goes face.
Yep. Because with Conjure's Calling, all you need is a minion to stick, and then you trade and conjure it anyway. Like, that's really strong. Can we pass? Or have we already passed? Okay. Sometimes it's a visual bug where you've actually passed and it's their turn, but I can't see. Yeah, I would say the main thing that I'm looking for with this mage is to hit people in the face. Not like hyper aggressively, but slowly work on their board. Especially rogues, right? Just keep them busy while slowly whittling down their health here and there.
So here I would play Tidehunter, Ooze, and Ping, the 2/1.
Yep, I agree. Let's put some pressure on him.
So yeah, and we get the option to trade and then heal our over up afterwards, right?
Yeah, although I do assume that the 5/5 is going to go into the Ooze or so after the dagger goes in, so we might not want to take that. There might even be a Volcanic and then heal, or there might even just Overfiend Ping. Oh, nice and greedy.
So as you suggested, we eat the Senjin, we heal, and then we play Potion.
Potion might not be that great, just because of how we need to order things, right? Because the 5/2, funny enough, doesn't actually do anything here, right? Unless he wants to take 6 phase, which is totally fine with us.
Right.
So I think it's actually just trade and play the 4s, especially with that soldier draw. And then have the 2/6 in the middle, of course, for betrayal. It's not like I hate the potion, and had we not drawn the soldier, I think I might have used it. But we can spend our mana properly, we can pressure and keep the potion for when, you know, he does play a scribe, or he plays more than one target on 2 health. Next turn we have mana for potion plus Overfiend if it's good. Because we gotta keep that in mind at this stage of the game. If he daggers and takes a 6, that's good. Get some lower.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it. Swiftly.
So I've just sent you the correct one.
Oh, great.
So the 2/6 eats the 2/2. The 5/6 eats the 5/5. We ping and we play demon.
Almost.
You want to go face instead?
Yep. I'll let him do the trading. Just pressure, pressure, pressure. There's still nothing that's super high value for him to trade. He can bump the 2/4, so be it, right? That's not worth 5 damage on his face for me. That's why we like that Fireball over the Flame Strike, and that's why we like those small AoEs, so we don't need the Flame Strike. Just adding 2 Fireballs to your deck increases the chance of victory by so much. If you draw both of them, he's working with 18 health instead of 30. It's rather silly. It's funny he didn't kill the 6/6.
Yeah. Or at least the demon. Okay.
Yep. Bump.
That's
shoot
GG, right?
face. Yep. It's GG. Good. Alright, you can queue. Just gonna get some.
Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
Alright, Buzz.
I want to keep the Squire and the Flamecaller.
I think the Flamecaller is a toss-up, right? Could be good, could be bad. We have this is when I look at the list, right? And we have 2 Haunted Creepers in there as well. There's double Soldier of Fortune, so I throw the Flamecaller because I think we can get better stuff. But there's certain Mage decks that like to keep it, yeah. I think our deck, because we have those 2s and the Soldiers, and even the Conjurer's Calling might be a better hit. Hello there, Squire. Let's go.
The light protects me.
Alright, so we got that Volcanic if we do really need to AoE. Let's see what he's got. If he plays like 2 more Alley Cats now, then I'll give it to you. That Flamecaller would be pretty good. Wow. Crazy.
Aren't you supposed to play aggressive as a hunter?
I was talking about it earlier, man. Like, going face feels like a superpower in Arena. So many people trade. Yeah, let's play use. Dude, I feel like you get so many wins extra just by going face. Just find a reason to trade, not a reason to go face, right? The default should be face.
Do we clear?
I think that this is our turn to try and get ahead at the expense of health. So I'd coin the Soldier here and hope to get the hose in play, and it's gonna mean we take a lot of damage, but we'll be on the board. Whereas if we go for the potion clear, we're just gonna be behind the entire game. And the sooner you can make that stand against Hunter, the better, because otherwise you're just gonna be lower. Plus he might go something like Mark Shot and not go face anyway. But most of them never want to kill this before they get at least 1 coin out of it, so that's sort of a plus side on the Soldier as well. If it's a 5/6, then they don't really want to kill it. Another trade, God knows why, right? It's like 3 extra health, sweet. Yep, trade Hosen. That's sort of it's a difficult thing to do against Hunter, because you're always going to have the feeling that clearing is better, but just getting on the board, so such a big deal.
I think I would clear here.
I think here I'm in agreement, yeah. Trade, Volcanic trade ping. Seems pretty good. Fits the mana.
Job done.
Means the high main's not hitting you in the face.
So I'm looking at 2 options.
Mm-hmm.
Option number 1 is heal our face and ping the high main.
Mm-hmm.
Or we take the 2/2 to his face and then we go with double Conjurer's Calling.
Well, go face and calling. Let's start with that. You might not want to reroll, right? Because it's definitely time to do something. We're gonna die otherwise. Because you could just Messenger Raven, right? And hold on to a calling. I think both of these are sort of acceptable. So I just go Messenger Raven here. We have 2 Flame Callers, 2 Haunted Creepers. It's not gonna happen. I guess we just take the 2/2, right? 4 mana 3/3 without taunt is not so good. At least this guy has a little bit of taunt. Like maybe we draw specifically Creeper and Flamecaller, but the odds are not, you know, the odds are more likely that it's not gonna go off, right? You don't think the 4/2 is acceptable? I think it is, right? You're 1 off killing the high main. And calling only gets you 1 extra 4-drop. I don't know. You still draw? Yeah, but cards are not the problem right now. Right? Well, talk to me about the play, right? What are you thinking?
Yeah, the 5/4 and our hero power kill his taunt. Then we counter his calling our 5/4.
Well, let's put the 5/4 in and then calling it, right? Just ordering. No need to some nice taunt, I suppose.
Time runs out on me.
Alright, talk to me. What are we doing?
I'm considering to ping our 2/6 and our 3/2 kills his taunt.
Ping the 3/1 and just trade the 1/1 for free. And then I guess we play our Rugal. It's fine. It's tempting to do it the other way, right? To give it extra damage. But look at it this way. If you're killing off your bird, then yeah, you see, right? The bird can just go back in now.
Yeah. In theory, at least.
Well, if you ping your guy and then he plays explosive shot, it's also in theory it would trade, right? So it's always easy.
But that didn't happen.
Whoa, he's gonna freeze our Kazakas. This is insane, by the way, at 1/1. A hunter with double high main, double unleash. Like, what the fuck? He doesn't have to play well in order for that to work. It's actually insane.
So, do we just give up?
We're sort of screwed.
I don't really see any outs.
Well, let's try attacking the high main, right? I mean, hey, my god. So, not freezing.
We play Fiend and ping the 1/1.
I think I'd rather just put more stuff on the board, right? I think I'd play the Creeper and the Prophet and the Ooze and just check for Snipe as well. It's gonna be Rat Trap now, but I don't think we can play around it. It's not insane, just a decent deck. Oh, your average deck with 2 high mains, 2 unleashes in the top 13. I get it, bro. Just, you know, decent hunters. Winky face. Yeah. There's also an AC in there. Yeah, it is most definitely insane, my man. Maybe those are his best cards. Yeah, but how are you basing your opinion off that? You have to base your opinion on what you're seeing, not to like, but what if the rest of his decks are wisps, Shady? Have you thought about that? Let's wait. Like, we're probably not going to win, right? But we have to think about Explosive Trap and if we can raise him somehow and yada, yada, yada. Stuff. So what do we need it to be?
Misdirection.
I think we sort of need it to be Misdirection, yeah. So I think the Creeper kills the Hound, yeah. And then you go face with the 4/3. And see if it's Misdirection.
Nope.
Time runs out on me.
Then we probably can't win, right? I mean, you play the healer, you play the taunts. No, we can't kill him in time. Yeah, it's just over. GG. Alright. Let's go next. You can't know if it's insane and I can't know it's not. No, no, not at all.
Watch your back.
You asked for it.
Job's done. This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
So, do we advertise or not?
Advertise? Explain.
Well, advertise is ping the 2-2, right?
Why is it called advertise?
Why else would we ping the 2-2 instead of the 2-1?
Oh, you mean telegraph something. Oh, no. No, we're playing Spider Tank next turn. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, my brain automatically heard ping the 2-1 or play... No, because we could ping the 2-1 here, right? Because I think it's just better to ping the 2-1. Because if he daggers, he's actually ahead on board. Because he's going to dagger the 2-1, he's going to put the 2-2 into the 1-1, right? Sorry, no. I understand what you mean now. And it actually makes sense. But it didn't make sense in my head. Because I thought you thought about pinging the 2-1. Which I want to do as well, right?
No.
Yeah, generally speaking, that's called telegraphing, right? Like we're showing him like, this is what I want to do. I don't like those plays most of the time. I only do them when they are absolutely necessary. Because Spider Tank is just perfectly fine, right? So.
Such a beautiful design.
So, we kill the 2-3 and then we play Hosen?
Absolutely. But yeah, Hunter is probably our worst matchup when we're playing this deck. Just in general, right? Mage historically has always had a pretty bad matchup versus Hunter. So that has not improved with the higher card quality Hunters get now.
Settle the ship.
My man! He on the Smork plan.
So we play Frostwolf and kill the 2-2 with our 2-6 and go face?
Yep. Yeah, sometimes you have to call their bluff. I think we could get intimidated here and start trading a bunch. But I think getting the 6-6 down into faceless is going to allow us to race him. Because he is slowly, well, actually quite rapidly losing control of the board because of those Smorks. There we go. I mean, he could get there, right? If his hand is 3 eviscerates, then it's probably he's probably already won, but I don't think we can play around 3 eviscerates. Because we could kill him in 2, maybe maximum 3 turns, given our hand. So I'm not sure what the plan is right now.
Too soon.
The plan is crap, he's still at 15. Why does he have so much health?
So many options.
What? I felt like that flip helped us, right?
Okay. Yeah, so do I. So we clear the board and play Summoner?
Let's play Summoner first. We might get a Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Yep, clear the board, push 2. Alright, so Sword is stable at 13 health. That's a lot of damage out of hand he needs. And I do think he is dead in 2 turns, the next 2 turns. Because we have Polymorph, Flamecaller, AoE, and single target. Looks like he's got a shiv. Maybe not 2 turns then. But then again, he did 0 pressure, right? Doesn't really win that way either.
So 7 phase always happens.
Absolutely.
Is it the villain and the Tide Hunter?
Yep. I was definitely looking at swords, but the 6 health makes more sense.
For the Lich King!
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about healing our summoner and killing his dude and
How are we killing it?
with Flamecaller.
If we're doing that, I think I would prefer just using the villain and the Murloc instead of the summoner. And then we can still see if we want to heal the villain. It feels a bit better because it's on 2. So you can do that. Trade the Murloc, trade the villain,
Runs out on me.
play the Flamecaller, hit him for 7. I think I would probably just play Dancing Swords and ping him in the face. I think that's fine. And then we still have the healing in case some weird-ass scenario we'd want to heal our phase. Do you see why I prefer the other ones instead of the 5-4? Yeah. Because even if you heal the summoner and trade, then you're still going to get a 5-1, right? And 1 HP is so much easier to do than
Right.
4
yeah.
here. Alright. So in that scenario, healer on the villain would have done quite a bit, but I don't know. He needs to do so much work, I think we're fine.
Well, again, he didn't do anything.
Yeah, right, like he started so aggressive and now he's not doing anything.
I kind of just want to ping his face and play the taunt.
I think you win in such an insane amount of cases, but I think the slightly safer play is heal face, ping his face, play the ghoul. No, Nim, but I think if you Google Aristotle quote, you'll find it, and then the quote.
Keep the spider tank, keep the Murloc.
Yep.
Hello?
Yeah. All right. Did you hear me?
No, I didn't.
All right. I said yep. Curve. Let's go.
The light protects me.
I do like playing these kind of decks because they feel very fair, aside from the 1 conjures we have.
Is someone injured?
I think they're good decks to coach with.
So we just play the Tide Hunter and go face.
Yep. Yeah, pretty nasty counter to our start, but yeah, well. What do you think about Messenger Aver? I think it's fine. You can put like 2 in your deck or so. Stein likes up to 2, I think, as well. He's played a lot of Mage recently. So, Spider Tank comes down, right? And then we talk about trading or going face.
Such a beautiful design.
What's your instinct here?
My instinct is to take off the 1/3 off the board.
Me too. If he has Talon Priest here, it's
Yeah,
very annoying.
exactly.
So I would trade it as well. I like phase, but sometimes the trade makes too much sense. It's only 3 damage anyway. He's still very high health. He's a priest. Yada yada yada. Stuff. So Talon Priest in particular would be very annoying.
So we eat his Murloc and we play the Tauren.
And we pray he has no Shadow Madness or Potion of
Yeah.
Madness. Yeah, I agree. It's
But-
incredibly... It feels very icky, but it has to be done. Because if if you don't play it, then you're by default behind. Whereas if you play it, you're only behind if he has it. Right? So it just feels like you made a huge mistake by playing it, but I mean, you have to try. Kodo, sure.
So we trade and play the Prophet.
Here, I'm definitely considering holding the Prophet for the Conjurer's Calling, but that is also because Prophet is getting cheaper up to the point that, well, let's see. So next turn we'll play a 6-drop, it'll be 3. The turn after we might play something, it'll be 2. So the turn after it'll be 1. So I think I would play Ooze. It's a bit awkward.
Ooze and pink face.
I think Ooze, ping the Kodo, go face. And if he has Holy Nova, that's fine. Then next turn you just put a minion across from it. It's almost like he, you know, wastes a Holy Nova on this board, even though it kills 3 things. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I feel like this trade is so icky. Like, I'd almost rather have him Holy Nova this than trade into a Kodo. Because, yeah, we could kill the Kodo, but you're already killing the Kodo with your next minion. And it is 5 extra phase, so... So it looks like he doesn't have Nova in his hand. I don't think very many people can resist that Nova, regardless of whether it's good or not.
I want to play Soldier and ping the... Actually, I want to play Soldier, ping his Divine Shield, and kill his 3-2 with our 2-2 and push 3 more face.
Yeah, me too. Because once again, the Soldier lines up with the Kodo anyway. So. And another benefit of doing this kind of things is that they dump all their healing in the board, which is not a bad thing, right? But if you want to play aggressive later on and they still have all the healing, they can suddenly decide to turn all that healing to their face. Whereas now, he might trade and heal to prevent the ping, and then you don't really care because you're just going to develop.
Your rage sustains me.
Oh, we're getting rewarded. We're getting rewarded. Nice.
Well, we do it, right?
Yeah, Prophet calling and then probably just ping. And then turn 9 will be Racketeer calling, so next turn is Overfiend ping. Oh, up. Let's go. It's such a stupid card, man. Like, you almost never have to doubt with it, especially the first one, right? And I think the second one as well. The third one we can start to talk about, well, would it not be better to pick a Flame Strike and stuff? I can definitely see that, but I think the first 2 callings, you just see what happened now, right? It's like, oh, I have a free Cabal, what is it called? What's her name again? Trafficker, yeah, it's just cheating. It's legit cheating. That minion hates me, man. And I hate it. Oh, it's so annoying.
I want to play a Summoner.
Me too. I think you summon her and you trade and you hope your Trafficker doesn't die. It's tempting to not trade, right? To make sure you get your demon. But I think you have to try. Oh, that's a secret thing, right? Oh my god. If we somehow get secrets now. Yep. I'm telling you, man, that thing fucking hates me. Alright. Just ping the face, right? Every fucking time. But you still have to do it, because if you don't do it, you give him way more freedom, right? He will probably find a way to turn the board that he gets the kill for sure. It always happens. Yeah, it's like I'm not really a believer that, you know, I'm like unluckier or luckier than other people. But the variance on that card has been a bit more annoying lately.
We play Overfiend and kill his 5/6 and push for face.
Why aren't we using the Rocketeer Conjure play? Or
Because I
Racketeer?
kind of want to kill his 5/6. And if we use...
Why do we want to kill it?
I don't know.
I feel like you're going to kill it, and then he's going to play Shovel Fist, and you're going to lose. Whereas if we go Racketeer, calling the 1/1, ship 9 face, he can't even Shovel Fist. Well, maybe if you roll really poorly. This is what I mean, right? Going face is so good, right? There we go. Ship a face. Because Shovel Fist is a really popular card. You can't play it now.
Right.
So a lot of my plays, I ask myself, what if he has a Shovel Fist? And a lot of the time, the answer to Shovel Fist is go face and spread, and then he can't play it. Also, the tempo you get from Racketeer Conjures is insane. So the earlier you get it, the better.
Can I light your fire?
Like, we still have 25 power on board right now. That's so ridiculous. Even with a heal face, he's dead still. There we go. The power of Smork.
Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
Alright, I'm here.
Okay, I just want to keep the 1/1.
Me too. Let's get a Haunted Creeper. Let's curve this guy. There we go. How do you get 32,000 gold? Don't spend it.
The light protects
It's like in real life. Earn money and then don't spend it, and then you have a lot of it. It's not really true, right? Investing makes for better returns, but yeah,
Depends, you know. Investing always bears certain risks.
yeah, of course. But I think if you want to, you know, accrue a significant amount, most of the time you don't get there by saving. Right? Yeah, I guess I do invest, right? I invest in arena entries and I make a profit. So smart investments, I would say.
So do we kill that guy?
So you're pinging it, right?
And I'm using my spider.
I like it. Yep. Let's turn our 2 power into 3 power.
I just want some peace and quiet!
So I want to play the defender.
And then what?
And then I want to bump off my divine shield.
I will hold them off.
And you're doing that because...
So I can... so next turn I'll be able to get rid of the 2 small minions, so I get 4 power on my Proud Defender.
Excellent. Excellent, yes. That's a very small thing, but could have huge consequences. So, for sure. Definitely like that.
Talk about a nice suit.
I want to preserve my taunt, and I want to use one of my flame callers plus ping plus the 1/1 to kill off his taunt and push to face.
Yep. Yeah, it's a bit awkward that we can't get 4 face, but it is... I like it as well. Let's get the body out. There's also an option for play the healer and trade. It's not too bad either, because you're left with a 3/2 divine shield then. But I like the I like the flexibility of having the healer in the hand and one more flame caller in the hand as well.
So here I want to do that. I want to heal the 2/4.
I like it.
Push 4 face.
Yep.
I'm not sure. Do we want to get out the prophet here? I think we do.
Versus Hunter, yeah. No, we're not being cute. We put 4/4 out for sure. Yeah. Far left would probably been better, just because of explosive, right?
Right.
But small thing, small thing. Okay, well, good thing it's not expect, because he pointed it straight away. Right.
I want to play our 2 bodies, ping his face, and push a total of 8 into his face.
I think that's strong, but I think this is a moment where you hold back the Smork a tiny bit. Because if you go Flamecaller ping, you deal 2 to the Rager and you can kill it with your Divine Shield. Other than that, I like it. So just Flamecaller ping the 5/5, trade the shield, push 4. It's a little slower, but that's sort of the tough part about Smorking, is you need to know when you need to take really good trades and when not. And he's still a little bit too healthy to not take excellent trades like this. Because you're losing nothing and you're killing a 5/5, right? That's a phenomenal
We're still
trade.
putting out the Haunted.
Yeah, for sure. Because look at it this way, right? If you are taking pieces off your opponent's board, there is only so much he can do to prevent you from going face. So in taking these really good trades, you'll eventually hit his face more. But it does take a little bit of time before it starts to pay off. No. Well, looks like with the fireball, we'll just have him straight away, right? Yep. Alright, GG. The slow death. Bam.
Well, you know, I thought if I fireballed him first, he just might concede.
I know. I do that too. I actually consider it a bit bad-mannered to throw.
The light shall bring victory.
You asked for it.
We toss it.
Yep. If it were a Soldier of Fortune, I'd probably keep it, but
But it's not.
it is not. That is, however, and we have our Conjurer's Calling. So. Let's hope to find our Prophet soon, or a big-time Racketeer, but we have time for the Racketeer.
You don't want to put out the Sergeant, do you?
No. Maybe if it were a Hunter, maybe.
Bring out your dead.
So we just ping.
Yeah, very awkward draw. Just ping.
Job's done.
Good thing that doesn't grow its health anymore.
We just ping again.
Ping again. Yeah, this start is rather terrible, but we've got a Soldier on 4. We've got Conjurers in the hand. Who knows? Might get there. But this deck does want to jump on people. We do have a significant amount of early game. Yep. That's why it's such a nice card in Mage as well. It's a nice card everywhere, but specifically for Mage, it's unlikely that they want to kill it, and you have your Conjurer's Calling. Ooh.
So, do we abusive the 5/6, kill his 4/7, and then Conjurer's Calling?
That's my instinct. I'm just double checking it whether it's correct. But it gives us two, like, it kills us 4/7 and it gives us 2 4-drops, so I think we kind of have to take it, yeah.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Can't complain too much, right? It's okay-ish. Not a high roll, but could be a lot worse.
Yeah. Oh, and we did get our profit.
We did. Now we drew him pretty late, so I'm not even sure if we can hold it that long, but we'll see.
Nova?
Embrace the
No, I think he wants to get the buff on his Akanai. Just a smart thing to do.
I think I would slow down here. I would play Tauren and Creeper.
Yeah, set up for the turn 7 Ooze, Frostwolf or Frostwolf Ping. I agree. And I love having that one copy of Calling still in the hand. Almost like I prefer them to know, because it's this you can never go face against me license, right? Because like the moment they don't kill your guy, you're just Calling. So it just buys you so much extra health.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Duskboar Poggers. Huh. Interesting. What do you have? Elven Archer or something? No, you'd still trade first. Oh, potion, yeah.
So I still want to bump off my Haunted Creeper into his 2/2. I want to play Swamp Ooze and I want to play Frostwolf.
Your Swamp Ooze does very little though, right? If you're leaving a 2/1 up. So I think I'd rather go break the Creeper, play the Frostwolf, ping the 2/1.
The frost wolves stand ready. Job's done.
Because this is still an awkward number of health. Because we just need it to not be 5, because 5 is 3 and 2. If he wants to double trade here without him being able to heal, that is more than fine. Probably Squashling is like one of the worst things for us, because we don't even have the Flame Caller right now. But there was no way for us to kill the Akanai, so...
I see gold in your future.
Alright.
Do we do it?
Do we do what?
Profit calling?
Mm,
I wonder.
I don't know if it's enough right now. I
Okay,
think
so
I'm leaning to...
first play would be to kill off his 3/8,
Mhm.
play our boar and ping his 5/5.
Or even play the Ooze. So I think you fireball the 3/8 for sure. And you play the boar.
Time runs out on me.
I think I'd play the Ooze and trade the 3/2. I don't think I want to bank the entire turn on him not being able to deal 1 damage. Because if the 5/5 gets to connect face, that's kind of awkward, right? Because we need time for the Raven to bail us out with the Caligos and everything.
From nothing, power.
Your rage sustains me.
Potion of Madness and Shadow Madness after we have a bad start. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, my only thought process here is, would I like to Raven now because next turn Kali goes for 10? Or do we play Traveling Healer? I think I'd try for the Caligos, so I think I'd start with a Raven, and then we'll set ourselves up for Prophet Calling. Oh. Why is it so close? We can summon 4 3-drops.
What if we heal our face now?
We don't have the time. We have to play Calling this turn, I think.
Runs out on me.
So let's take the Khadgar. Let's actually go for the 3-drops. Fuck it. Let's go Khadgar Calling.
We must stand together united for Dalaran.
Let's just get some Muklas and shit. Well, can't complain too much. The next turn we top deck face a summoner and summon 2 more. Because even if we get good 6-drops, right, he just puts us to 4 health, and what are we gonna do? But yeah, we were so close to turning that. Like, imagine rolling 1 Sunwalker off the Prophet. Oh my god. 1 more mana. 1 turn earlier where the Prophet slides into hand. Tough call. Tough call for sure. But you see the reason why to play the Raven here, right? Because Caligos for 10 next turn could actually swing it. Caligos Flame Strike or whatever.
Well, but the Flame Strike only does 4 damage, right?
Well, yes, but you'd still have your 2 6-drops on the board. You'd still have your Raven on the board. Khadgar, come back! We actually would have top decked it. Holy crap.
So we play the Summoner.
Yeah, I think so. It's just an awkward position.
We kill his Gnomish Inventor and we play our Prophet in the Spider Tank.
Yep. You would pronounce it Khadgar? No, Khadgar.
Khadgar.
Runs out on me.
Job done.
2 pixies into a 5/5, Pepe hands. Yeah. I mean, if he has a Nova, he wins anyway, so. This is not a spot to play very safe. It's a cat in a jar, man. Yeah. Cat in a jar. Yeah, so far this game has just been so unfortunate for us. He's had both the Potion of Madness and the Shadow Madness. He's had the Dark Cultist on 3 into Shade Cool on 4. We've been trying.
So we give him our 2 pixies and we push 4 face and we play both minions.
I'd push 7. Let him trade the Shade. Oh, Buzz, what are we doing?
Mentally already given up.
Well, I mean, I'd say before you gave him the extra card, right? I'd say you're still at a 10%er. It's like really not that low. You're hitting him in the face, right? You've got a spread. It's okay though. Don't let it. I mean, like I said, 10% is still pretty bad, right? I think you were underestimating how good it is to have a spread versus one thing. Oh, okay. Well, goodbye, spread. Goodbye, my spread. Goodbye, my board.
Are we okay to give up?
Yeah, we can scoop. After that Batterhead, I'm all for it.
You win this.
Before that Batterhead, like I said, I think we had like a 10% or so.
Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
Do we keep the Soldier of Fortune?
The Soldier for sure, but I'd keep one of the other 4s. I'm not out of it yet.
I'm considering to keep the Hosen too if we keep the Soldier.
Yeah, me too. I think we go Soldier into Hosen and hope. Let's find the Haunted Creeper now.
And an Argent Squire.
Soldier into Soldier. That's actually good, because sometimes the Hosen doesn't make sense. So now we'll have Soldier into Soldier if the Hosen doesn't make sense.
Plus we got the Ghoul.
Yep. Can be super annoying.
I would play the Ooze though.
Yeah, me too. Taunt in the hand can always be useful, and who knows, maybe he just trades it anyway. People tend to trade.
To my side.
So we kill off his 4-2,
Mm-hmm.
and then we coin our Hosen.
Our Hosen?
No, our Soldier.
Okay.
Job done. To my side.
I think we took enough face damage, so I would actually play the Tauren and kill his Leok.
I think we take one more hit and just put another soldier down. Just kill the Leok, another soldier. I want to... Like, because we've invested some phase damage in getting the board, right? So I don't want to back down now. Now we're going to have 10 power on the board. Because he also just buffed something in his hand, and I think this will increase the chance we'll get a good Hosen as well. Because he could just mark shot the 6 for Jaime? No. So, what's running through your mind?
I just want to polymorph the 6/6, and then I want to play the Ghoul.
Well, I had the same thing, but it's because we've been playing 5/6s. We're actually only on 5 mana, so we gotta work with 5 mana this turn.
Oh crap! Okay.
Yeah, I had the same thing, so I'm not gonna blame you.
Damn. Well, in that case, we polymorph the 6/6. We kill the 3/2 with our full health soldier, and then we push 5 face.
It's kind of weird, but I think you put the 5/4 into the 6/6. You ping the raptor, you drop the flame caller, you go face with your big boy. I sort of don't want to polymorph, because what if that buffed beast is a high main, right? I want to have that poly ready for the big high main. So if anything, I would have fireballed, but this looks pretty clean, right? We clear his board, we still get to push 5, and we have our polymorph and our fireball still in the hand.
Yeah, in all honesty, I didn't see that play.
Oh, okay. I mean, I play a lot with flame callers right now, so I'm always looking for those turns. Okay, looks like he's gonna jam everything into a soldier. That's fine. He's probably gonna coin for another dog, right? They can never resist. Yeah, I would fireball over polymorph as Vic, but I think flame caller's better. What? No! No! Is that
Could have
just...
achieved the very same thing just using 4 doggies, couldn't he?
Yeah. He just wasted his multi-shot. It's just ridiculous. Yes, top deck is great here.
Thank you.
Well, let's not be like that, but it's yeah, interesting move. Strictly worst play. Yeah, you don't see those very often where it's like strictly worst.
Are you telling me that we're not allowed to BM during coaching sessions?
Well, you know, I wouldn't for. Excuse me.
God,
Cool. Allergic to bad manners. I'm sorry. All right.
it's my fault again. Typical. Just like my girlfriend, you know.
Are we on that? So, okay, well, let's move on. What do you want to do here?
I want to kill the Harpy. I want to drop the Tauren. I want to push one face, and I want to play the swords.
That's not too bad, but we could also trade the Harpy, Hosen, play the Ghoul, trade into the Bats. I think I like that a bit more, just to get the guaranteed Hosen value.
You want to trade into the 4?
Yeah, because then we won't have the ping and the 1/1's dying off the Ghoul.
Okay. That's fine.
Better play my minions first. I like it.
I just want to test something.
Thank you.
I'm all sneezed out. It's okay. I'm recharging. Don't worry. I'll have another one soon. All right. So.
You knew exactly what I was testing.
All right. What do you want to do?
I want to kill his 4/2 with my Hosen. I want to push 6 face. And then I want to play Tauren and swords.
I think it's Torrent Prod Defender, but kill the Bartender. So then we have 2 taunts to protect. Because I don't want to take any more damage, but I also don't want him healing off the Bartender. Another strictly worse play. Well, here you could make an argument that he could go like Grind Street into Battle Rage and stuff, right? But it's for the multi-shot, I think there's like...
You asked for it. Oh, it is on.
Yeah, in Constructed back with Alt Pally, you could make the argument he was dumping cards for favor, right? But that's no longer.
Sorry,
a
I
thing.
didn't ask you, but
No,
I thought
it's
Mulligan
fine.
was pretty obvious.
We've played enough together that you know if I don't think that there's a curveball there, I'll probably just let you do it. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? Here, I think we keep this stuff because
That is very generous of you.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So
it was going well until the Cultmaster trade. All right, let's play the Creeper. We lost that game anyway. There was no way that trade made a difference. I can't remember, what did he do for the nail in the coffin? Oh, Batterhead, yeah. I remember there was a distinct play, right, where I'm like, yep, we're packing up. It's over.
So we killed a Murloc.
We killed a Murloc.
Pardon me?
We killed a Murloc. Yep.
Using one of our 1/1s.
Yeah. We're not pinging. Sorry, I'll let you finish. So kill the Murloc and then.
And then I think I would play the swords here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, do I knock his shield off or not? I'm not entirely out of it yet. I think I'd probably hit him in the face for one. I don't know, it's close. Do you see any reason to, like, Flamecoller's not really a card you'd play here, so...
What to do? What to do?
Why is Flamecaller not a card he'd play here?
I mean, what's he gonna do? Flamecaller and hit the shield preemptively? The swords? I don't know, that feels like such a bad play.
Time runs out on me.
I think I just hit him in the face for one, because I think we are soon gonna push the limits of this deck a little bit. 7 would be nice, right? But I think a lot of the time
we've already started pushing the limits of this deck 2 games ago, so...
Well, I have a little bit more faith in it.
Yeah, obviously.
So, I generally speaking prefer the more aggressive line if I feel like I'm going to start pushing the limits of the deck. So
we kill his Thalnos and we play the soldier.
And hit him in the face, yep. His turn 3 was like half an arcane intellect.
Snow, no rain, no witch.
Wow, that's pretty fortunate for him.
On the other hand, he didn't get a taunt. He didn't get a coin. Spider tank ping the shield? Or do you want to play the villain?
I think the 3/6 makes a bit more sense because next turn we have 6 mana. We can play 2 3-drops.
Master plan, you know stop.
Okay.
And right now that shield isn't doing anything. So the one argument you could make is keep the 3/6 in your hand for when he is gearing up for AoE. But seeing as he still has his coin, he can technically already coin Blizzard. So I think it's okay to get the high health out. Not that he would want to coin Blizzard right now.
What to do?
Wow.
We'll take it. Well, so far we're winning this race. He's dealing 1 a turn, we're dealing 4 a turn. Oh, he started cheating. That's pretty good.
So the brew tap is happening, right?
Yeah, and then you either play Raven or the Spider Tank, I would say.
I think I would play the spider tank here. The Raven, I'm sorry.
I think it's kind of close, yeah. I think I'd play Raven as well, because we might play Tony on curve. It's close.
I want a Time Tinker. Or a second Raven.
I'm debating between second Raven and Water Rally, because I think second Raven is more valued than Toki, right? Most of the time. So... But Water Rally does fit our curve exceptionally well. I think it's another Raven game, yeah. I think another Raven. But next turn you could go Spider Tank Water Rally, surviving AoE, so it's quite good.
So the Bruiser kills the Taunt. Our 4/4 and the ping kill his 5/5, and our Raven kills his 3/3.
And your mana? I like the traits. Go ahead with the traits. And we'll talk for the mana. I think I'd play a Raven if you can still get it off. I'm probably gonna play Prophet as well.
Kirin Tor?
Flamecaller, and then play Prophet. Yeah. So I see the argument with Proud Defender to not give him a Flame Strike, right? But you're putting so little stats on the board after trading that you almost want to make him Flame Strike this, because if you don't make him Flame Strike this, he's just going to have a better one later. Well, I'll be damned. He used that shield. Toki was better, probably. Yeah, but that's hindsight, right? If you had Tony, if you had Caligos, if you had another Toki, that's pure hindsight talking. It's not good.
So, Flamecaller.
What do you want to do with the rest of your men?
I want to play the Spider Tank. I want to ping his 3/6, and I want to push 7 face.
I think I'd probably go Flamecaller and push face, but I'm not sure if I want to play the Jeweler. If you Jeweler, you'd play...
Defender?
For me, it's either Jeweler Ooze or one of the taunts. I think I prefer... The instinct was the Proud Defender, so I think I'd play the Defender. Yeah.
Run! I will hold them off. Job done.
But yeah, our second Raven low rolled hard. Really hard. Oh, hello. That's not taunt.
Wow. So, Ooze, Frostwolf, 11 face, plus ping, that makes 12 face.
Let's do it.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
All that early damage we got out of the swords, man, that was so good. It was like 2 turns that were like 1 phase, 4 phase, 1 phase, 4 phase. Oh, he's gonna try for Sunwalkers and shit. Nope.
I'm very close by.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, I can have a look. Just looking at my ticket.
Well, only if you want.
No worries, man, no worries.
That looks like a decent...
These hands are interesting, right? Because you're like, now where do I coin? Huh. Because I think a common mistake is to be like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is amazing. But I'm like, yeah, but I have a coin. I got a coin somewhere, right? So I think I throw the swords and I go Squire, Creeper, Coin, Soldier. And I throw the swords because I want to hit another Soldier or Chosen Healer. But it's obviously it's a great hand, right? Don't get me wrong, it's a great hand. But you do want your coin to... Usually my rule is I try to coin turn 3 the latest. Yeah, I don't think our approach has changed. Especially because Argent Squire does a very similar job to Creeper, at least for this thing. Alright, so... about 2.5 hours, I think. Let me see... Oh, no. Actually, no. It's actually quite a short layover. It's only an hour. I looked at the wrong one.
Oh, okay. No, that's not worth it.
No.
And for how long are you going to be staying in LA? Do you know yet?
Yeah, so about 2 weeks. Yep. Gonna be there from the... Yep, just go face. Gonna be there from the 21st till the 1st or the 2nd of June. So a little less than 2 weeks. Yeah, look forward to it. It'll be fun.
We just coined the soldier here, right?
Probably. We do have a full clear if we want it, but that can wait. So yeah, coin the soldier. And I'd go face. I don't want to give him his things yet. He can Hound Master, but it's like, meh. Doesn't do too much anyway.
He can use killing command, but...
If his turn 4 is kill command and trade his guy, that's fine with me. The thing is, I don't want to pop it until we're playing Flamecaller.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he'll use his 1/1. So. Mine, oh mine. Tauren's not bad, but there are some weaknesses to that play, right? Like if he finds a way around the Tauren, he'll have 4 damage for your soldier. So I think I'd probably just Creeper ping and then use my Creeper to kill his 4/2, push 5. That feels a bit safer than relying on the Tauren. Also gives us an excuse to pop the Creeper, which increases the stuff on board. So also good. And then next turn, I can see Flamecaller ping. I can see Raven ping. I can do just a 4, maybe heal up the soldier. So just a little safer than, you know, assuming the Tauren gets the job done. Okie dokie. Bit of an awkward hand, for sure.
I'm thinking about playing our Divine Shield guy, healing our face, using one of the 1/1s and our Creeper to clear the board and push 1 face.
It's either that or Raven, and I like that you're thinking of the Divine Shield turn, but I think I actually want the Raven to see if I can get a Faceless Summoner for next turn. Other than that, I think the Shield is better.
Chemist or Raven? Personally, I prefer a second Raven.
I think so too, just for the mana. We have a lot of 4 mana cards in hand already. Yeah, and then ping use the Creeper. But that is not what we were looking for this matchup at all. It's not the worst.
We shall end this disturbance.
So, abusive Raven ping.
Yep, Raven's fine again. Well, Raven first, right?
Keysmith.
Yeah, another 4-mana card, but I think it's correct, yeah. I wouldn't crack the Creeper for Hounds, so I'd keep the Creeper intact.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
But yeah, we've gone super slow, but he went really slow at the start, so we still have a lead. Yeah, this is not a real hunter. It's some kind of weird hunter, I guess. It's a bad spot to be in, for sure.
Probably the traveling healer.
Time runs out on me.
I think I'd play the Proud Defender and ping his guy, crack the Creeper, and assume he doesn't have Hounds. Because he has 5 damage and then another 5 damage, right? So I do think that not taking 5 is better than healing our face for 3, but it's an awkward spot. Yeah. Hey, Colst, thank you for the host, man. Yeah, this is so awkward. I hate that you can play this kind of hunter. Just because the cards are so good right now. I don't think a class which hero powers only damage should be able to play like an extremely slow style.
I move quickly. Tadingo! Yes!
That's a little weird, what he did. So I'm bumping off my 3 spiders into his 5/7, my abusive into his 3/5, and then I get to kill his 5/7 with my 2/6, with my 4/6.
It's gonna be on 1.
And then I can heal it back up with the traveling healer.
Yeah, but he's got the 5/5 rush guy, so I think that the heal might be a debate.
Pardon me?
Sorry, I think we almost do that play, but I think we kill the Senjin instead. So throw 1 into the Senjin, throw the rest into the 5/7, kill the Senjin, then heal it up. Because I need it to be at 6. Because he's got 2 sources of 5 in his hand. And then it's too late to play the Tarn, I guess. We were supposed to discover the secret, but we won't have the time. It's because, do you see the, like, he's got 5 here, and he's got 5 in his hand, so you need it to be at 5. But we should have discovered the secret for sure. The Tauren just gets wrecked. I mean, it's kind of okay, I guess. But that was a tough turn, because the instinct is definitely to kill off the Etten, absolutely. Knowing the numbers, knowing that we can heal it up, makes more sense to do it this way. And I mean, it's not like the Tauren is completely useless. If he trades into it, we can go back in, right? It's fine. I guess Tauren saved his 5 health. Yeah, he's thinking about rushing it in. Just rush it in, man. Ooh.
Nox rise.
Ooh. Okay.
The light protects me.
Yeah. Go for it. Go for it, buddy.
We can live with that, right? So, volcanic potion.
Maybe. Flamecaller is pretty good as well.
What to do?
So you want to play the bruiser as well?
Bruiser gets destroyed by the 5/5 rush guy.
Yeah, but then we can ping it, right?
Yeah, but still. We could just go Keysmith, right? Like Keysmith Flamecaller ping. I think I prefer that.
Okay.
Can I light your fire?
Counterspell or mirror entity?
Counterspell, absolutely.
But he has one more spell, right? He got it off the marked shot.
He took Deadly Shot off the marked shot.
Alright, okay.
And then ping the 5/1, 2/2 into the 1/1, push 3. I didn't hate Volcanic there at all, right? Because you kill a Shade. But I think this is just better. It's more pressure. And then you still have Volcanic if you need to deal 2. Oof. Get wrecked, good sir.
Thank you. Wow.
See, and now we have a 4/5 that doesn't guaranteed get wrecked by a 5/5, right? Also, if you're gonna depend on him not having a heal because you could hose in it or whatnot, it could be bad.
So that always happens.
Yep.
Question is, do we play the bruiser and Conjure is calling right away?
I think we're close enough to killing him that I might even turn the healer into 2 4-drops. Because I think we're happy just getting more damage, right?
What to do?
You want to do that?
Yeah. Yep. The Divine Shield's okay here, but it's only pushing 3 a turn, so... No. And then Bruiser ping his face.
I'm not ready. Job done.
Because a Bruiser's still a 4/5. 4/5 for 5 is not, like, phenomenal, but it's okay. Whereas a 3/2, regardless of whether it has Divine Shield or not, is still not going to push damage every turn. We got there! Hey.
Well played.
Because this is so much different from how I would have
You asked
played
for
it, or from
It is
from how I would have drafted it even.
Well, but
Right.
you still have access to the VODs, right? You can still go over it and like rewatch it. But yeah, I mean, I would say in general, a big thing has been, you know, going face. I'm a huge advocate
Right.
of that, and the
Yeah.
fireball pick.
That's probably one thing, yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to do here?
Keep the creeper, toss the rest.
Yeah, just the creeper's fine. I think a lot of it is also just a bit of meta knowledge, right? A lot of these
Oh, don't
flame...
get me wrong, I'm not complaining here, right?
No, but I'm trying to make sure that you do take stuff away from it other than like, man, that was weird. So the 1 damage AoE pings are giving us time to find what we need because it's not a premium deck, right? But it has a calling, and if you get a good calling, you're probably gonna win. So it has that 1 card. And it has double flame caller, it has a volcanic, so if you run into trouble, you do have a reset button. So it just gives you more and more time to get the turn you need. It also has 2 soldiers. It also has 2 soldiers. 2 soldiers are great for mid-game pushing damage, getting a hosen off. So yep. A lot of flexibility. I think that's probably the main thing. A lot of flexibility. We can save ourselves from a lot of awkward positions.
Spider tank face.
Spider tank for sure. Considering popping the creeper, probably not, because then his flame caller is the nuts. So I think face is better. If we pop it for him, he just goes bump flame caller and we're super sad.
Fresh from Kazakis.
Those super fresh crystals from Kazakus. Oh, my man, that was not the trade. Oh man, people.
So we kill his 3-1.
Well, talk me through it first, right? What's the rest of the plan?
Okay, we kill his 3-1. We use Abusive to kill his 2-2 with our other 1-1, and we play Toxic Sewerus, and we push 3 face.
I like it. Yeah, that trade on the creeper to me indicates a little bit like I have AoE, so I do like keeping the spider tank healthy. Yeah, people haven't played against Haunted Creeper in a very long time, so it takes a while to realize that it's not a card you should kill very often. Abusive on the villain? It's sexy, it's cool, but this turn is a little bit too good not to, I would say. But it's true. We could have saved it, but then you have to kind of waste the Flame Caller here if you're not doing that, so... I'm okay with the line we took. Yep, villain face. And you can see this villain pick, it's like, it's not good, but it's like, it's a thing to spend our mana on. It doesn't die to AoE, it slowly pushes face, it's okay-ish. Yeah, go ahead.
So, swords plus ping, kill his 5/5 using our spider tank and our abusive. And
Do we win that way?
3 face.
I don't think we win that way. I think it's 3/6 into the 3/3 swords, push 4, and probably ping the 5/5 so that if he has calling, he has to kill the 3/3 instead. Or the 3/4. Because you might say, well, if we don't kill it, it's just gonna calling it, but if we have to kill everything he plays, we can never win. So yeah, calling is bad, but if we trade everything, we can never win. And at least the ping saved our swords. So. Alright, it's a healer. Okay. That is so much better for us than calling. Okay, great.
I'm thinking Flamecaller Spider Tank kills his 5/4 and then we push another 5 face, but I'm not 100% convinced because...
Yeah, these turns are tough. Flamecaller happens, I agree with that. But then I think the Spider Tank kills the 3/2, you hose in the 3/1 and you push 4, and you just assume you get there. We have very limited resources, so if he has a Flame Strike, we're not beating him. So we go face and hope. And if he trades the 2/6 and Flame Strikes, then we'll probably have to pack it up.
Side effects? No. Trust me. Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop. This one's a real page turner.
Well, sometimes they don't have it. Hey.
Sometimes they don't.
Those are those very, unlikely wins, but you gotta know the way to win, right? And this, sometimes I just have dudes. Whew. Hard-earned victory here. Got there. How bad it is to trade if you don't have a good reason to trade. Because there's always a way, right? There's always a deck that's gonna do better being aggressive, and a lot of the time I construct that deck because the thing is, if you want to outvalue your opponents, that means that you need more stuff in your deck than your opponents, and that also means you need to destroy your curve. Collins does that, and he does it well, but he drafts 5 Shovel Fists, right? So he knows he has more, but I don't want to take that risk. I don't want to put 5 Shovel Fists in my deck and ruin my mulligans and stuff. So, anyways, what do you want to do here?
Keep the 2 and the 4.
Yeah, 2 and a 4 for me as well. I think a lot of the frustration that comes from people that say like, oh, Arena is just random, this and that, it's all dependent on your draft. They don't play aggressive. Zaruvi, thank you for the year. Welcome back. Less than 3 right back at you. All right, what do we do here?
I'm leaning towards passing. I don't really want to coin out the Creeper because I would much rather coin out the Soldier.
Me too. Me too. Yeah, the coin 2s feels a little bit iffy. If we had the Spider Tank in hand already, then sure, right? Coin Creeper into that. What was I explaining? Yeah. So if you don't pressure your opponent's life total, a lot of the time it is the better deck that wins, right? Or rather the higher value deck that wins. But if you pressure your opponent's life total, a lot of the time you can have a very inferior deck quality-wise, still win because you outplayed your opponent. Because the less mana they have, the smaller the impact of their powerful cards is. Because a lot of the time, you know, in order to play 5 Shovel Fists, you need a whole lot of mana. Yeah, creepy. So that's my strategy in the arena. That's how I am consistent.
Are you exaggerating, or is Collins really drafting 5 Shovel Fists?
He would. In Hunter, he would pick 7 marked shots, no problem. But he is a very, very good player, and he is adapted to that style. So I feel for the people that imitate that, and then they die, and they're like, "What happens?" Like, well, you were supposed to play, you know, for like, yeah. Anyways, we can coin the Soldier, kill the 2/1. That's fine. The 1/3 is a bit annoying. And there are metas where that is the better move because
I was really referring to the current meta.
No, but I mean in the Tar Creeper meta, right? Then yeah, draft a bunch of Violet Worms and outvalue your opponent. Because, oof, you love to see that. All right, 1 calling down. All right, I'll go ahead and say that this is an awkward turn. So you don't have to feel weird. It is an awkward turn.
Do we just play the Flamecaller and go face?
We might. We're going face. I don't want to trade that. Yeah, I take a Flamecaller. Super weird board.
Can I light your fire?
But you can also see now why the Fireball plays a huge role as well. Now I like to draft it.
I'm not lonely anywhere.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
You must cleanse the Sunwell.
Do we kill the 3/2 and then heal our Soldier?
Thinking about it. My instinct is 5 face and put a Frostwolf down. Because once again, I feel like we're in a bad spot and I just want to push as much as we can. And I think the plays are comparable. Because if you do it the other way around, he can free kill your Divine Shield and Conjures is 5/5. He can't do that right now. He did already discard 1, but we're at 8 wins. It's very possible he's got another one. And with the Fireball in the hand, he is 6 health down. Looks like he's just trading.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Just drop our Racketeer.
Yep. I will say in other situations you might have held that because of the Scientist, so they have the 1/1 to play around it, but it makes too much sense to try and get the 6 to the face.
You don't know yet if the Scientist is gonna get any secret off, right?
At 8 wins I assume it will, but let's see.
Got something to hide?
I think our 6/6 kills the 3/4. We start off playing the Squire, then we play the Tidehunter, and then we heal up our Ogre.
I think we definitely Squire, yeah. We'll see what happens.
The light protects me.
I'm saying this is Vaporize.
Well, it's drafted, so it really shouldn't be, but the possibility is rising. The thing is that this 6 phase is really good for us. I think we ping the rat and see if it's dupe. If it's not dupe, then trade and heal is fine. If it's dupe, go phase. Alright. It's rather disappointing. I do agree that the chance for Vaporize goes up by quite a bit. And the trade is pretty clean with the heal in the hand, and you know, there's a lot of reasons to trade, but if we were, yeah, now we just shovel fists this, right, and trade. Dig. For science. Well, let's see if we got bamboozled. Ah, that's so bad for us. It's okay though. I agree. It was the right choice, right course of action at the time. I like the Balfin, and then I think I'll just play the 3s. Let's get the power out. Now we do have a better board position because of that trade, but 6 health with a fireball in the hand is a lot. But I stand by the move. I think it was correct. Because, you know, Counterspell and Spellbinder are also very rare secrets. Summoner?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Counterspell or Spellbinder, so Fireball won't do anything if you shoot the... Okay.
Mental dislocator.
Ping?
I think ping is better, yeah. Also, ugh, MCT. Don't throw that at me, game. The fuck?
I think we gotta play the Demon, right? Use our 3/3 to kill his Cobra.
Yep. Play out and push 2. Remember
We also
talk.
play the Ooze, right?
Yep. And about that fireball, so there's 2 ways to look at it, right? We could hit Conjure's Calling, and then we might have to fireball something to proc Bender to make sure it's not that. Or we could also hope that it is Bender and fireball is face in the end, and then the Bender will never do anything. So it'll heavily depend on what we pick up. Yeah, just imagine that 6 face, right? I'm not saying that we would have at lethal, because the 3/4 would have been on the board, but yeah.
So the 5/6 always goes face, right?
Yep. I don't think we can win. Trying to figure out how we win.
By getting really lucky with our portals.
Let's try to polymorph one, right? Just see if we give him a sheep or not. No, it was a bender.
Time runs out on me.
Ping face?
I think you got a fireball ping an ogre, but yeah, it's bad of me. I don't think it matters, right? But I should have just fireballed an ogre and then you go polymorph ping. It's better, but I don't think it matters. I'm just thinking the turn with where we thought it was vaporized, we probably should have just gone face anyway because I think it's the only way we would have won that game. Yeah, we can concede. It's over. That being said, I don't know if we actually win because the 3/4 is on the board. He does have a blizzard in the hand, so he will probably deny us lethal somehow.
Okay. All right.
That's good stuff.